What a beautiful day to talk about chest rigs. All right, Glock 19's been force shooting. Probably about the maybe 10-yard line or so. Trying to just practice on working in this holster a little bit, breaking in this holster a little bit. Try again. Stepping off tracks, a little something. All right, so here's one of my chest rigs. This one is a Condor brand. See, it's OD green. Trying to get out here in the lighting so it looks nice. So you can see it on my person. 6'2", 255, pure muscle, right? Now, this is how it looks on me. So I'm cool with it. Some people don't really like the Condor brand, say it's a cheaper brand or whatnot, but for what I'm gonna use it for, you know, she's a fan, some kind of trainings, it's perfect. So quick look at it, has a little strap around the back. I don't really like that. I really don't like how it crossover fits. It's so thick with the padding, but it's cool enough. A little bit of molly going on so I can put my radio or whatever else I need up there. As you see, I have the pouches up here for my rifle mags or pistol mags if I want to, a flashlight. I have a knife there and a pouch for my medical kit. Now the colors, when I bought this, said it's gonna be OD green, but clearly it does not match, but it's cool. Decent flashlight, little self-defense knife that I have, which is a Smith & Wesson one, so I like some Smith & Wesson, so I've got that. It doesn't look as cohesive as I wanted it to look in terms of the color, but this is for a special, you know, occasion, like I mentioned, so it's not like I'm gonna be wearing it every day. Anyway, so it's gonna suit my needs. So with this strap around back, it keeps from flopping around. If you're jumping, doing jumping jacks, you know, doing whatever physical activity you're doing, push-ups, fighting, going around different corners, rooms, it's not gonna move much. So something like the world is ending goes on, you know, I'm gonna have my belt on, which has my gun, all my mag pouches, and tourniquet and all that jazz. Even though I have a med kit here, it's gonna have the stuff in. I don't have it in now, but I think this is good. I don't think I'll be wearing armor out and about roaming the streets. That's gonna be another video for another day, but here's how it looks on me. I'm gonna take it off so you can see it like that as well. So decent idea of the Condor Chest Rig. All right, so let's take a closer look at this chest rig. Again, it's a Condor Chest Rig. Here it is. Has this mesh right here where it actually has a pocket. So initially I thought like, oh, this would be for some ventilation if I won't be sweaty and all stinky, but no, you can stow some stuff here, maybe a snack or two, maybe a magazine, whatever you would want. It's a nice size. Like I said, I'm 6'2", about 255, and it fits me well. So if you're a bigger or smaller person, I don't think you have any kind of problem with it. There is a Velcro section here where you can stow tons of items if you choose to. I usually keep that closed and don't put anything in it. It did not come with the mag pouches. The mag pouches I got from eBay. I can put a link to those very easily. You can easily find those. This is the one that has 3 of them all connected. You can find with 1, 2, or whatever you want. But behind that, it's just a molly panel. It's just, you know, molly. You can just connect whatever you want to connect. You'll see the buckles on here are plastic. They are pretty stiff, pretty tough. That's one thing I noticed with buying some cheaper items, different branded items, is that I'm concerned about the plastic or the material ripping. And if you look right here with some of the stitching, see the stitching is really good and nothing is starting to tear. Like I said, I wear this occasionally. I've worn it in some training that I've done in the woods and such, and I haven't had any issues with believing that it's gonna rip off. So that's good that this strap is staying in place. I don't see much wear. I see a little bit of wear from obviously putting it on, going back and forth between different material of clothing, but it's not like there's any kind of wear that's causing it to rip and actually, you know, malfunction. So I'm cool with the makeup of this Condor Chest Rig. So for in between $30 and $39, what I've seen, you can get it eBay, Amazon. I'll put a link to one similar that I just looked up online on Amazon or eBay, whichever one. I've had this for years, but they're still making them. They're still out there. So these pouches that don't match, I got this from Academy. If I find that online, I'll put a link to it. I believe got this pouch from Academy for this flashlight. This is an old cheap quantum light that it works, and I just blinded myself. I got that from Harbor Freight for like what was it, like $5 to $10? I don't know, but it's good for what I want to use it for. Now, if something really were to happen, I'm gonna bring a better light that I have. It's like a 1000 lumen light that I have, and it'll fit right in here. I already tried it, so I'm ready for that if need be. This knife, like I said, that's Smith & Wesson. Got this from Academy as well, and I like it. I think it'll serve its purpose if I really do need to use it. Really sharp, really sharp, so I need to be really careful. I keep this up on my safe where my kids and stuff can't get to it, so yeah, I'm good with it. I think when you also find a chest rig, make sure it's what you want, and look at your pouches to make sure they fit snug. And one of the things I noticed with these little clips and stuff on knives is that they don't really fit really well in molly panels. It just goes up and down. So I do rig up a zip tie here to keep it in place, and I'm cool with it, because when shit hits the fan, who cares about what stuff looks like? If you got your equipment, you got your equipment. I'm gonna put it on, I don't care what nobody says. Nobody's focused on it right now. So on this pouch that I have here, you see these little straps to keep the mags in there. I mean, they're not really snug without it, but if something were to go down, I'll probably take this part off and put it to the side so I can get to my magazines easier. But that didn't come with the chest rig. The main point of this is to show you the chest rig, and there it is. You can obviously adjust the straps due to, you know, your size and stuff, and it folds up pretty well if you want to put it in a bag or tuck it under your seat or something, depending on what size vehicle you have. And I don't have any complaints with it. I'm trying to see if any special feature that I forgot about. Not a special feature, but right here on the end, on each side, there are, see these little straps like mag pouches? That's what it is. So it's Velcro together, and you can stuff a magazine in there. And it has the same type of strap like my mag pouch does. So you can stow magazines in the chest rig without buying these pouches, but it's just not going to be, I don't think it's going to look the same. It's not going to have the same feel in terms of stowing the mag as well as retrieving the mag from it. The dog is barking, but I got these just in case. No, but my neighbors. So this chest rig, like I said, I like it. It's for one of those dire moments where I need something with my magazines, and I don't want to wear a large vest or something. I just want to put something on that I can have more ammo on. So that's a quick review of my chest rig. Scale of 1 to 10, I recommend probably a 7, and only because I don't like how bulky it looks or bulky it feels. Like I'm happy that I'm able to put a med kit, flashlight, and a knife on here, but to me it's too much. Look how long that is. To you it may be fine, but to me, I don't like the thought of having all that wrapping around to my side. If it was just were to stop right there, that'd be cool, and have a little, you know, something hanging down here where you can make it like a utility pouch. And I do have another one. I do have one of those as well. I may do a video on that coming up, but I like this because this fits better, the amount of items, but I like the sleekness of the other one. And that was a cheap one too. And I'll do a review specifically because of that reason and tell you the pros and cons that I found on that. So it's a chest rig.